Good morning. Welcome to my garden. We are starting here just on the side. This spring, this area was full of tulips. They are gone now, and the hostas are just loving life over here. So I will move over towards the driveway. We've got some Stella de Oro daylilies, love and life there on the edge. Over here next to the driveway, we have some tuberous begonias that are starting to pick up growth. And this is a plant I got from Proven Winners. I usually put their Rocapoco double impatiens in here. This is Plum Dandy, something new for me, but I thought, like the color, try something new. Next to it, we have all of my lily of the valley. And before you say anything, yes, I know a lot of you consider it weeds. I consider it an old-fashioned flower. Absolutely love it in my garden. It is done blooming. When it blooms, it has a beautiful scent. Here we have my Asiatic lilies. This and that red one down there were part of a mix that I got from Walmart. We bought, looks like we must have bought 3 bags of mixed. They're supposed to be red, yellow, and orange. As you can see, there's way more orange. Down there we have some red, and I think that one in the middle that has not started blooming yet is going to be yellow. Don't have many of them. They do need to be divided badly, but we'll do that later. Here's some the coral sedum from Proven Winners that I got last year. Tried to winter it over. I think that's a fail. I was hoping, but may have to replace that. And it's lemon coral sedum. It was gorgeous in there last year. Here we have knockout roses, and I have clematis growing with them. This one is more of a pinkish. I think it might be Ville de Lyon. Over here we have more of a purplish one, and more of our knockout roses. So we have the same thing going on over here, only this clematis is done. It is a white, creamy white clematis. It's very pretty. It gets huge. I did cut these back last fall, and I'm going to be cutting them back again. Here we have a generic salvia that is just, I didn't get the supports on them early enough this year. This is going to be cut back here this week, and supports put on, and then it will flush back. I have some Tuscan Gold Heliopsis in there, fighting for its life right now, so I need to get those cut back. The Tuscan Golds do have supports on them to help them stand up, but it looks like something's eating on them. Not sure what. Here in the spring, I have bleeding heart back there that is done blooming. Have some columbine. This is the old-fashioned columbine. It just kind of reseeds itself everywhere. I spent a couple years ago, spent hours pulling a lot of it out, giving it to friends, and it is still going crazy. Have a heuchera down there from Proven Winners. I don't remember the name of it, but it is beautiful. I love their heucheras. Got a new Brunnera, or some people call it Brunnera, that is in there. It's starting to grow. There's a daylily there that is not growing yet. I just planted that a couple days ago. More Stella de Oro. We have Pulmonaria here. Another Asiatic lily, and another heuchera, some more bleeding heart. And back there I planted some more lilies Those are supposed to be bell-shaped, I think, or trumpet-shaped lilies. One's coming up. There should be more coming shortly. All right. Here's a escaped columbine. I'll probably be pulling that out. Right there was a daffodil. I have one of those on each side, and they're done for the year. And again, another pot with some begonias, tuberous begonias. I also have hanging pots that will come out, the tuberous begonias, but I need to fix my drip before I bring them out. Again, we have salvia that I'm cutting back this week or next, and right there is another Tuscan Gold that is loving its life. It's got 2 flower buds on it already. Here's one of my bleeding hearts that actually is blooming late, and Pulmonaria that bloomed earlier this year. Some more Stella de Oro lilies here, and daylilies, and of course weeds. I have pulled this grass a million times. It keeps coming back. I met with some master gardeners on a trip, and they told me to try a product called Grass Be Gone. So we're going to try a product called Grass Be Gone, see if it takes care of that. Here we have an echinacea. I originally bought this. It was supposed to be one of those color changing ones that goes from yellow and orange and all that. It has reverted back to a purple. It's beautiful. I love it. So it's happy here. It will stay here. This is a pink balloon flower. My daughter gave me some of her blue balloon flowers. And again, we have more columbine making his life happy here. There were tulips in here. I need to feed those. Both beds had tulips. I need to feed those. Have some more lilies that are loving life here, and more tulips. Oh, and some lovely weeds. Here's another bleeding heart. I've tried for years to get bleeding heart to bloom here and live here, but it gets a lot of afternoon sun, so it hasn't been the happiest, but this one actually is taking. Got some beautiful poppies coming. This rose is beyond its prime. I need to cut it back a bit. It's a climbing rose, and I need to deadhead. But up there it has a brand new bloom stalk, just filling up, loving life. This flower I love. I don't see any new blooms on it, but here's a bud. You see it's kind of a pink orange color. Then it blooms out to kind of a yellow, and then it fades to a peachy color and fades to white at the end. So here's another example of what the buds look like, that all the other flowers are spent on there. Add more tulips here. Oh, it looks like I might have a plant coming. I had planted 3 of these blazing stars here, only 2 I thought came back, but it looks like the 3rd one has decided to make its presence known. More tulips were planted along here. Another heuchera, and it is blooming right now. More echinacea, that is a pink echinacea. These daylilies are Piano Man. I divided another clump of them and brought some up here because I just love them. And I have some foxglove in the back, and I thought they were supposed to get taller. So I don't know what's going on there. I'm going to call or write to Proven Winners to find out. They don't normally bloom the first year, so I'm thinking this is a 2nd year plant. So I'm gonna have to do a little research there. Hardy geraniums are pretty much done. That's what one of the flowers looks like. I need to come and shear off the flower heads on that. And same here with the beard tongue. It is pretty much done. This area was gorgeous when all of that was in bloom. I have phlox coming up in the back. They're doing well. And again, more foxglove, more piano man daylilies. One of those actually put out a bloom already. More echinacea, different type of heuchera. And all these sticks, those are the tulips I need to get cut off. Here's some dahlias. I didn't have time to pull them out of the ground last year, and we had a very mild winter. I'm in Iowa Zone 5. We don't leave dahlias in the ground, but these dahlias are loving it. They came back, and I have some more over here back of the house that came back, so I'm pretty happy about all that. Another echinacea. This one self-seeded itself. Loving that. So we have some weeds that need to come out. This is the Queen Elizabeth rose. She pretty much died back to the ground again this year. I cut her off. Even though we had a mild winter, I was surprised she died back. Here's some more lilies coming. These did not bloom last year, so I don't remember what they are, but we'll see what they are this year. There's some daylilies back there starting to bloom. Planted those several years ago, and it took quite a while for them to decide to start blooming for me. Here are the irises that are done for the year, and the dahlias that came back, and I planted more in front of them that I ordered tubers just in case, so they are not up yet. We have some sweet potato vine from Proven Winners here in the pot. Some more irises. These have not bloomed. They've been here quite a while. I'm thinking maybe I got them too deep, and my husband keeps mulching them. I tell him not to mulch the irises, but he doesn't remember. Here we have a sedum that is getting huge. Probably going to need to divide this one soon, but got this at a garage sale several years ago from a master gardener, and absolutely gorgeous. And this I cannot remember name. It's Aquilera or something like that from Brooks, and I planted it last year, and I'm loving those blooms. I'm going to buy more, have more coming in the fall. The peonies are done. I have a beautiful tree growing back there, courtesy of the squirrels, so I'm gonna have to get that pulled out. The pond needs to be filled again. We haven't rained in a while, so it is needing a little water. Plus, the weeds around it need to be tamed. I've been fighting with this weed since we moved in 1985. It was growing as a vine up the side of the house and had berries on it. We had a young daughter. I did not want her to eat any berries that I didn't know what they were. Didn't know if they were poisonous, so got rid of those. Here I have a ground cover going. There were tulips by the pond yet. Another peony that is done. I have a rose. I love this rose. It came very small. I ordered it on Amazon. Very, very small bit. I've had it for several years now, and it is just loving life here. And we have some hens and chicks that are loving it. And that's where I'm going to stop. There's still a lot more garden to see, and we'll see that on the next trip. Have a wonderful day, and happy gardening, everyone.